Hi, greetings. I'm Robbie Warren, Otter Woman Standing. And today I want to talk to you a little bit about the concept of becoming the hollow bone or the concept of the hollow bone. And it is a beautiful, beautiful phrase, and I see it thrown around a lot. And sometimes I wonder if people, really understand what it means. And so I just thought I would share, and you can take from this what you will, and maybe it will give you some guidance along your way, and a place for you to check in with yourself. So we talk about being the hollow bone, and that is a saying that comes from through Native American traditions, because in many of the ceremonies that are done in the Native tradition, oftentimes there is a whistle that is made from the hollow bone of a bird. All birds have hollow bones. I didn't know that until I started these practices. But there is a whistle that is made from the hollow bone of a bird, and so you would blow this whistle while you were in ceremony. The sound of this whistle is said to sound like a baby eagle crying for its mother. And so it is a metaphor for the person who is blowing the whistle to become like a child and ask for God, for Creator, for Great Spirit to move through us so that we ourselves can become like that hollow bone whistle, for the breath of Spirit to move through. So, when we are living our lives as a hollow bone, it really does mean that we are open and that we recognize that Spirit moves through us, you know, as healers, as a medicine person or a shaman, anyone in these practices, becoming the hollow bone. Well, it's easier said than done, but it is a task that we strive for constantly. So the way that you become hollow or clear or an open channel for Creator to move through, I mean, quite frankly, it just means you have to deal with all your own stuff. Everything that comes up for you. We don't have the luxury of staying in a place of anger or resentment or fear, because all of that will act like plaque in an artery, in our hollow bone, and it will build up and build up. And so if you think about, you want your hollow bone to be open and clear like this for that breath of God, that breath of Creator to move through. And if you have build up and it's tight like this, imagine how hard it is for that breath of Spirit to move through you. So it doesn't mean that we don't get to be human, because we are human. We get to have our angers and we get to have our resentments. But what it does mean is that we don't get to just wallow around in it, because that does not serve us and it does not serve Creator. So it means that we can be with our anger in a healthy way, that we can acknowledge it, come to understand it, come to understand the anger or the resentment or the fear or whatever this emotion is, that sometimes we can get clogged up with. But we come to understand it and we make peace with it, and then we release it. And it is in that we keep this hollow bone clear, or we keep being an open channel for Creator to move through. So for me, when I'm doing medicine work or any of my shamanic work, it's important that I am a clear and open vessel, and a channel, a hollow bone, because I recognize quite clearly that I am simply that hollow bone for Creator to move through me and do the work that needs to be done to bring the healing. I'm not that clever. Creator knows much better than I do what is needed and what is required in any given moment. So I do my best. I do my best to maintain and to be that hollow bone, to let that breath of Spirit move through me, to open up whatever healing is to come for the person who I am sitting with or people I am sitting with. So my prayer before I do any medicine work is always, Creator, let me be a hollow bone for your breath to move through. And I believe that this is the same prayer that all medicine people say every time before we put hands on anyone, because we know that we are the hands, but it is the breath of Spirit that moves through and does the work. So all of us can be a hollow bone. All of us can open up, whether we are healers or not. We can open up to that space to really, really honor that spirit just moving through us. And that is how we create so much beauty in the world. It's where, artists come from, their inspiration for the art, for inventions, scientists, all of this to me is just the breath of spirit moving through each of us in whatever way for us to express into the world that beauty that truly is our unique beauty and connection with spirit moving through us. So I encourage you to strive to be that hollow bone. Learn from your emotions that may otherwise clog you up or weigh you down. Make peace with them, understand them, learn your lessons, and then send them on their way so that you continue to be an open and hollow channel for spirit to express through you. So I hope to see you again soon.